What's going on, everybody? This is John Bain, and welcome back to Modded Valheim. And we're here today, and we're going to continue working on the keep. If you didn't notice with the thumbnail on that. Anyway, we did the little, I don't know what to call this, like the park. Not a promenade, I don't know. Anyway, we did the little park, and from here I want to do like an entranceway into a keep. I know I want a tower, and maybe two towers. I know I want at least a tower or so. I don't know. I guess I should let's turn on the thing and get started here, because I really don't know. I'm gonna paint some of this just to kind of give me some idea before I start just throwing stuff down, you know? Like I want to like a walkway, I think, and that comes over like a little bit. Maybe have some foliage and trees in here, and I kind of want to have a small little foyer courtyard thing to go to a main door, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here. And let's use this to kind of do the footprint, I guess, of the keep itself, you know? So like something along here, and then I did want the front to come out some on this end. Leave a little bit of room between like that and the keep itself. Maybe have a little side door off the side, like a little, like maybe have the kitchen, like the keep can have a kitchen or something. I mean, we got the stuff downstairs, but maybe have a little back door over here to that. And I do want the crossing to come across here, which we'll have to build that at near the end of the keep build, I guess. So I don't know, like this here, and then come over maybe to this point and then go forward. And then have this here. Yeah. Okay, there's that. I'm feeling like probably better off if I started building this instead of just trying to use the hoe to kind of get a footprint. But it's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know. I feel like we need this to be a little bit more thick over here. You know, gotta have some curves in this thing. Like maybe here and then come forward with the I don't know, because I want to have a decent sized tower. Maybe the back corner can be the tower, like here. That might be the way to go. And then build off like an L kind of. I don't need an L. I've got enough L's in my life. I don't need another one. It is kind of like a backwards J. Anyway, I think that's kind of the shaping we're gonna go for-ish for this. I think that we'll have a roof go long ways that way for this and have an A-frame in the front. Possibly. No, we're gonna do a keep. So we should probably build more like crenellations and then have maybe roofing somewhere too. I don't know. Maybe just start getting the floor down and kind of get an idea. The last keep I built the very first time when Valheim released into early access, I did one with a basement too. Maybe we'll add a basement to this one too. I've got one in the house. Why not have one here? I've got plenty of stone. So maybe that could be the win. Let's try that out. Let's go back this way. And yeah, let me see what I can do. Well, I guess I can see what happens when I dig down a little bit here. Maybe another one, and another one, and one more. And that's still not, maybe that. So how close can I get to the edge of this? That's about it, okay. I'm very happy we have this mod for the hoe for landscaping. I mean, doing it the OG way, vanilla way is fine. You know, I guess to pay your dues if you care about that initially. But like I'm trying to do building videos, so I'm so happy that we have this available to us. That actually is as far as I'm going to go on that side because of the wall that I have beside it that's just relying on touching the ground to stay, you know, supported. So we'll do that, maybe. Maybe that'll work for it. I don't know. Let me get some stuff together. All right, we're going to pop this in here and get the lip of this in and see how it works. And we're going to try to keep the snaps of the whole build together to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So let's do, like, it's going to be an offset here and then have you there and then pop you right here. And I feel like I need to go down just a little bit more. So I'm going to use the pickaxe to kind of pop it and then get an angle off of it. So I grab that to pop it, and then I know y'all know how to do this crap, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to describe what I'm doing. Hot gameplay action right there for your face. Face! All right, let's go here. There we go. Nice. So then we're going to bring down a little bit more. I'm wary going down too far because... There, let's just see what happens when I do this. That is... Okay, it still lets me have the line clean on there. Okay. I'm worried about this angle here going back too far, but since I'm capping it with like a 2x2, it shouldn't be that bad. So let's do one more. I know. I said I was going to do this, but here we are. Here's one more. Okay, that pushed it back a little. Oh, that's getting close. As long as it doesn't cut that side off, I'm good. We're good so far. Okay, that works for me. That works for me. There we go. And that feels about right to me. There we go. And then let's put... That gives me 3 walls high. And that is continuing off the snap of that cap. Huh. So let's do that and then see how that feels. Hello, welcome back. And I've got the basement kind of sorted out, the shaping and some supports. And I'm going to make the floor be higher, 1 block higher than the edge block I've got around this. Just because that's what I want to do. So there we go. I think what it's going to do is make the it feel a little bit more, I don't know, grand as you walk in the front doors or something. I don't know. That's what I think I should do, and so that's what I'm going to do. And so far it's going pretty good. I had to get some more. I know you see the fires down there. I have more iron scrap getting smelterized now too. So I am thankful I didn't have to go to the swamps for it. So props to the Mistland stuff. I don't know. What am I supposed to give a shout out to that or something? I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's up. Oh, this backside I gotta figure out too. So if I do like the that's gonna be a challenge there. Can I just hold shift and do this here? The rotation's gonna be weird. So it's gonna be one or the other. Can't be both. I wish I had like a micro rotation I could do here. If I do this though, that changes it some for me. Might go with that flow. I don't know. And then I got a split in the other side. And then this here, and then this goes there. This is gonna be more expensive, but I just want to make sure we have some sort of variance in the stones as they go up higher. So it's not just all the same the whole time, you know? There we go there. And then you here, and we're gonna have to work in windows somehow too, so I guess the double holes will be, that sounded kind of weird. Yeah, well that's what it is. The double, whatever, stacked bricks are gonna be what we gotta do, I think, or stones. I'm gonna call them bricks, watch, the whole time. All right, so that's in, and then what we'll do is, I don't even mind this being the same snap kind of idea as these. Like that there. Let's start in the corner though. The corner's probably the best way to solve this. Which way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like this then. However the corner wants to go is what we're gonna do. And we'll see how this works for a stone floor. I'm not stuck on it being completely stone floored in, but it would be kind of nice. And go over here. And yes, I am missing the requirements, but I have more here. So thank you very much. Nope. You right there. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I'm liking how that flows. And it's a real basic basement, haha. But I think it'll do what we need it to. I still gotta work the stairs in, obviously, but let's see how the extra little holes will be. It'd be kind of cool to put like graded floors in there too. I might change some of this out with marble, by the way. Right now I'm just using stone, and then once I get into more of the building, I'll know exactly how I want to do it. Like perfectly. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. There we go. Bring you back in here, put you right there. Interesting. Sure, I have iron, so let's maybe try that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll try it. Well, you have these. Well, that's gonna be hell to get out of there. That is kind of neat. And then we could like case it in with like some boards or something. Or some boards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some beams. That might be kind of nice. Probably better to bring it down lower. There's another one in the hole. Like right even with it or something. And then snap in the iron the same way. We might try that out. Let me grab a little bit of this and try this out. I don't know what I'm going to do in the front end, but it'd be kind of cool here. I wouldn't mind a feasting hall, but it's just Bane. So Bane doesn't necessarily need a feasting hall, I guess. Right about there. And then this one can go a little bit. Oh, that was there. Above. Same with you. So it's not like doing the normal Valheim Z fighting that bad. Get you right about there. And then maybe... Huh. At least that one fell in there. And then do this one right here. Right above it. So right about there and go down. And go right there, about there. Yeah. I mean, I could probably just throw black marble in it and actually look better. All right, let me get this worked out. welcome back. And I feel like we've gotten more stuff done. I'm just fiddling around with the black marble on the exterior. Probably do something in the, I don't know, kind of like it not being in the middle there. But, you know, messing around with some ways to support the builderizations as it goes up. And got the pylons in the back up further. I remember wishing I had done that before for some reason. I've got enough iron, so I don't mind it. We'll see if it happens, continues that way. I do like using this for my stairs. I don't know how many floors we're gonna do, but we'll at least see how how supported it, you know, holds up as we go up, because we can, especially when we bring the circle back around, because this front part's going to go up so far, but the tower is going to continue going up. So we'll see how that goes. I do like mixing that in the floors, and then the downstairs area. It feels very downstairsy. Not sure what to do here. I don't know. We can put the kegs down here or something. I don't know. Hello, ground that's not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. What happened to you, my friend? Move you over a little. There we go. Nice. Anyway, yeah, this modded hoe is amazing, because it lets me get nice clean cuts on the terrain without having to sit there 5 years hammering it away, you know? So I'm down for it. But we're getting there. I think what I'm going to do is just get the floor pieces together and start getting the form of stuff and kind of go up. And that might be, you know, I'm getting... We'll see how much time we got. I want to get more of it done. I want to get as much of it done as I can and stuff worked out, but we're going to do our best. Just figure I'd say hello and show you where we're at and talk to you about it, and then say hello and hi. welcome back. It's been a long day, but we got some building done. I think this is a good stopping point for me because I'm starting to I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next. Usually whenever that happens, I take a break from my eyeballs, and when I come back, inspiration strikes again. But I did want to try out this roof in the front. So let's see how I feel when I come back. I'm not sold on this piece, but I said might as well try a little bit of protection from the rain when it rains or whatnot. I do like how these things have gone. It feels like it could use some more detail work, but for starting out and getting the shaping, getting the basement done, got a tower started, I'm in a happy place. I'm not happy about that. I might be able to do something to cover that. We might be able to fix that in the edit. I don't know what this is going to be still. It might even need to be subdivided down. Maybe we make it into a feasting hall or something. I don't know. I do like how the stairs have turned out. Still, that's nice. Having that basement's nice too, and that's really cool. We're setting up for another floor. Which, is that tall enough? It might not be. But we'll figure it out. We've got to figure that out. And I figured out this with moving these up. I ran the posts through the wall again because I remember wishing I had before. And as I was building this, I started getting the yellow and orange support. So I'm just glad I ran those. I have more iron scrap I need to get smelted down. And I added the little edge here, this little end piece here, like I talking about was a way to get in and out of the heat from this side. So far, so good. I probably should have thrown a tree in here before I built anything, just to kind of be able to get some foliage in here. Maybe we'll just shove bushes in there or whatnot. But anyway, I'm happy with it so far. Hopefully y'all are happy with it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, next week, we have Dune. Actually, we have Dune coming out this week. But next week, I'll be all week, and next week I'll be streaming a lot. So I don't know if I'll have time to record an episode, but I'm letting you know. So if you guys have watched to the end, thank you for watching the end, and now you know what's up. And, yeah, I appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm out the door. Peace out.